Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. Controversy continues to follow U.S. sprint star Sha'Carri Richardson. Sha'Carri Richardson's talent is not in doubt, as her stunning 100-meter world title in 2023 proved. But the American star is also like a moth to a flame when it comes to controversy. The 25-year-old just cannot escape sparking headlines off the track. Richardson was controversially barred from the delayed Tokyo Olympics in 2021 after testing positive for marijuana, following her victory at the U.S. trials. She arrives in Tokyo for the defense of the world crown on the back of another headline-making incident. She spent a night in jail after being arrested for domestic violence when she had an altercation with her boyfriend, fellow sprinter Christian Coleman, at an airport before this year's U.S. trials in August. She scratched from the 100 at the trials and failed to reach the final in the 200, but her place in the team for Tokyo was assured as a defending champion, although her best 100-meter time this season of 11.05 seconds leaves her way outside the favorites. Coleman, who will be in Japan too as a member of the men's sprint relay team, refused to press charges and defended her. She has things that she needs to work on for herself, of course. So do I. So do you. So does everybody, he said. Richardson later apologized to Coleman and admitted she was seeking help. I'm taking this time to not only see myself, but get myself a certain level of help that overall is going to reflect who I truly am in my heart and my spirit, she said. Richardson could not cut a more contrasting figure to that of her compatriot, Olympic 200-meter champion Gabby Thomas, although both hail from disadvantaged backgrounds. The clean-cut Thomas is a Harvard graduate, brought up by a single mother, who was then a teacher and is now a professor. Richardson, who has cultivated a striking image with long multicolored nails and tattooed arms, was brought up by her grandmother Betty Harp and an aunt. My family has kept me grounded, she has said. However, while Thomas, who will sit out these championships due to injury, had a loving mother, Richardson yearned for that maternal love. In her apology to Coleman, she revealed, due to my past trauma and pain, I was blind and blocked off to not only receive it, unconditional love, but give it. In a video posted in 2023, she explained, not having that bond to my biological mother during the transition of me getting older, I think that's what really got me. She was supposed to be my world, and now that she wasn't there, I usually asked myself, why I'm here. It really took me to a very dark place. When I was a junior in high school, I tried to commit suicide. Richardson has a tendency of shooting from the hip, and her hackles are easily raised. Such was the case in a bitter breakup with her one-time Jamaican girlfriend, 100-meter hurdler Janique Brown, with whom she became embroiled in a bitter claim and counterclaim of mental, physical, and verbal abuse. Brown said Richardson's going public about the relationship had been malicious and calculated. It was a far cry from happier times when Richardson delighted Brown by sporting LGBTQ+ colors after winning the 100 at the U.S. trials in 2021. Nevertheless, Richardson has plenty of people who admire her for wearing her heart on her sleeve. One of those is U.S. track legend Michael Johnson. The thing with Sha'Carri is her purpose, talent, and personality make her very interesting to watch, he told the Times last year. She is out there and can be abrasive, but she can be very charming too. Controversy continues to follow U.S. sprint star Sha'Carri Richardson. Prologue, the fastest woman in the room. Sha'Carri Richardson doesn't enter a space quietly. She arrives with a blast of neon hair, lashes that could slice air, and a confidence that commands attention before she's even laced her spikes. 4 years now, she has been one of the most electrifying figures in track and field, a sprinter whose speed, style, and unapologetic personality make her impossible to ignore. But for all the brilliance, there has also been turbulence. Sha'Carri's career is a cocktail of triumph and controversy. Each headline a collision between blazing performance and public debate. To some, she is a fearless truth-teller, a modern icon. To others, she's a lightning rod, courting drama as often as medals. And as she continues to sprint down the straightaways of stadiums around the world, the controversies continue to chase her, stride for stride. Chapter 1. The Spark at LSU. The Sha'Carri saga began long before she became a household name. At Louisiana State University, she shattered the collegiate record in the 100 meters, clocking 10.75 seconds as a teenager. The world took notice. Here was a sprinter not only fast but flamboyant. Long, multicolored nails, bright hair, tattoos peeking from her kit. Sha'Carri wasn't just running. She was performing. Her coach said at the time, "Sha'Carri doesn't just want to win. She wants you to remember how she won." That combination, speed and spectacle, made her irresistible to media and fans. But it also planted seeds of scrutiny. Every move, on and off the track, would now be magnified. Chapter 2. The 2021 Olympic Trial Explosion. In June 2021, at the U.S. Olympic Trials in Eugene, Oregon, Sha'Carri exploded into superstardom. She blazed through the 100 meters in 10.86 seconds, punching her ticket to Tokyo. After crossing the line, she sprinted into the stands to embrace her grandmother, a viral moment of raw emotion. She became America's newest sports darling overnight. Sponsors lined up. Fans dubbed her the next FloJo. The Olympics seemed poised to crown her. But then came the twist. Chapter 3. The Cannabis Suspension. Just weeks before Tokyo, news broke. Sha'Carri had tested positive for marijuana. The result was a 30-day suspension, which meant she would miss the Olympic 100 meters. The sports world erupted. Supporters argued marijuana was not a performance enhancer, calling the ban archaic and unjust. Critics countered that rules are rules, and Sha'Carri knew them. Social media turned into a battlefield. Sha'Carri herself admitted fault but defended her humanity. She revealed she had used cannabis to cope with the death of her biological mother, news she learned from a reporter mid-interview. Her words cut deep. "I'm human. I'm you. I just happened to run a little faster." The controversy cemented her as a cultural figure beyond track. She became a symbol of both defiance and fragility, celebrated, criticized, and endlessly discussed. Chapter 4. Social Media Firestorms. If Sha'Carri's speed brought her into the spotlight, her social media presence kept her there. She is unfiltered, often firing off tweets or Instagram posts that spark waves of reaction. Sometimes they're empowering. "I am her. I am that girl." Other times, they ignite backlash, cryptic jabs at rivals, clapping back at critics, or posts hinting at personal turmoil. To her fans, this honesty is refreshing. She refuses to be polished into a sponsor-friendly robot. To detractors, it's reckless, distracting from her performances. Either way, Sha'Carri knows the game. In a digital era, controversy fuels clicks, and clicks fuel relevance. Chapter 5. The Return and the Struggles.